You said ice is just water when it melts.
Ice is just water when it melts.
And you said the crown is coming home soon.
The crown is coming home soon. I
But,
like that.
but aren't people gonna say you talking about somebody when you say that? Or there's another line on the album where you say somebody face look old or something. They gonna they gonna think you talk. But
I think art is up for interpretation, and that's the beauty of it. It's like, but
in real life, it ain't.
In real life, it ain't no beauty.
The Ebro show is on, and we have Latto with her new album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Yes!
How excited are you? Third album.
I'm so excited. Like, everything just been a dream come true. Like we was talking before the interview started, I think, like, so many people don't even get to make it to album 3.
That's right.
So, like, for me to be at album 3 and feel like a rebirth, like a new beginning, is such a blessing. Like,
do you feel like it means more to you because you've had to put in reality show rap work? Like, you was a kid trying to rap. Like, this was all you've wanted to do since what age?
Like 8.
So does getting to a point where you're like, nah, I could pay my bills. Like, I can actually like get my mom a crib and you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like my job now. That must feel more than just somebody who just got a hot record and shit took off.
It's so crazy because I really never had no like plan B, plan C. Like, when I was 8, I already knew that I was gonna be paying my mama bills and stuff off of this. I already knew I was gonna be a successful rapper. And yeah, I just knew it was gonna play out like this.
I wanted to start the interview. I think you have it pretty low on the album as far as the track list. Not low, but like it's in there. So you gotta listen to the album. Shout out to me.
Shout out to me.
The outro.
Shout out to me.
When I heard shout out to me, I was like, I kind of feel like the album should have started like that.
Really?
Only because with all the noise of you being Latto, who you're dating, who you got problems with, all that, I think a lot of the work is lost.
Yeah.
So if somebody is like, I want to, look, everybody like talk shit online, everybody like getting in the comments saying slick shit and cracking jokes. But people also do like to listen to music and understand where artists is coming from and how much shit really means to them. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you're not, on this project, you're not just talking for talking's sake and rapping for rapping's sake. Like, you are trying to convey how you feel about your accomplishments, about who you love right now, about Atlanta. So I feel like shout out to me.
Ebro, you really listen.
I did. I listen.
I like that.
Listen, I do a little work from time to time.
That.
But we see you working though. So I think it's only appropriate. Like, you're working, you're doing the shows. This is what, our second or third sit down. You've done a radio show at Apple Music. You're out here putting in the work. And I think for us media types, that's what we want to see too. Because trust me, it's a lot of artists don't want to do no work.
For real.
What?
I mean, I ain't one of them. I like to work. I think that's the Capricorn in me too. Like, I like to work for what I got. Like, I love when they tell me, oh, she need to change this or she need to start doing this. Like, that should be motivation for me. So
shout out to me though. That record is very, dare I say, Jay-Z-esque, Hove-esque, from the sample to your rhyme stylings to how personal it is. First of all, talk about making the song and why you wanted it on the project.
When I heard the beat, I fell in love with the beat. I told Coop, shout out to Coop. I told Coop, I was like, I gotta take this one home and write to it. Like, this ain't one of them, like, just pull it up in the studio and just, go in the booth. I wanted to, like, get very vulnerable. And I think, like, when I hear a good beat, if it's a good beat to me, it'll, like, speak to me. So the first thing that came to mind was, like, shout out to me. Like, I wanted to be, like, speaking from a perspective where it's, like, I'm talking to myself almost. So it's, like, shout out to me. I don't play about us, me and my past self. And I just wanted to get, like, very vulnerable and, like, tell people my story. I do agree with you as far as, like, I think a lot of times when Latto's name is in the media, I don't think it's about music as much as it should be. So I wanted it to be, like, let me use this as my therapy, and everything that y'all be hearing about me and saying about me, let me say how I feel about it on this song and not on Twitter. Get in the booth, bitch. Do you rap
Well,
or
I'm
do
glad
you
you said
tweet?
that last line because it enables me to go to some notes that I took.
Oh Lord, I'm scared of the notes. What's up?
You said ice is just water when it melts.
Ice is just water when it melts.
And you said the crown is coming home soon.
The crown is coming home soon.
And so you're taking the crown and you're talking, I'm assuming, about the female rap crown. Or just a hip hop crown?
Yeah.
Or what are we saying when we say this?
Just a crown. Like I think it's multiple crowns though. Like that's not like a dig at nobody or like, oh, such and such don't deserve the crown or such and such can't have the crown.
I was listening to the album. It's very centered around Atlanta. It's very centered around your ability to rap. But then musically, when I listen to Big Mama, Georgia Peach, Brokey, Copper Cove, Shout Out to Me, let's see what else. Look What You Did, Blick Something. They're all very different and not like the trendy kind of, sounds that everybody's using today. So it felt like you was making an attempt to make things that were more timeless. Right? Tell us about those decisions.
I wasn't trying to I feel like right now, not only female rap, but I think like rap in general is needing like somebody to pay attention to a project. I feel like the label got us hella gassed on like singles. Like everything is so single driven and club driven, especially in Atlanta. So I wanted to make like a cohesive project. And I think with that, to sit through an hour of one person, you have to be dimensional and be multi-dimensional. And I think you have to, showcase different sides and versions of your artistry. So I was definitely going in intentionally like, no, I got enough of these type beats or this BPM. I need to go slower. I need to go faster or whatever. Definitely very intentional on that. I'm glad you peeped.
Did you have to fight for that? Was there pushback for that?
No, no. Listen, this project, thank you God, I'm so blessed to have met Pooh, Grizz, and Kane. Them the people, and my brother Rico. Them the people that was in the studio with me every day creating this. And thank God my label gave me creative control I'm like, I need y'all to fall back and let me create this on my own. I don't want outside opinions and pressure. I want to really make a piece of work from my perspective, my experiences in life. So like literally this is the past 2 years of my life, me speaking that on wax.
Let's talk about special guests on here.
Yes, let's talk about special guests. Can I say something before you say that?
You just do whatever you want.
I was so intentional with the features as well. Like everybody on there, I'm a fan of personally. I made the music first, and then I was like, okay, I think this person, let me call this person. I want them to get on it, or like I feel like they could add to the song. Nothing was like, oh, the label trying to chase this big name or this A&R cool with this A&R type shit. I wanted this all personal touches, and I feel like this person can elevate this song. So everything was very intentional with the features as well.
You got Young Nudie, Huncho, Coco Jones, Sierra, Megan Thee Stallion, Mariah the Scientist, Teezo Touchdown. Great features.
Thank you. It's very southern,
were these
too.
all you reached out to folks?
I'm trying to make sure I'm not lying. Coco, Teezo.
I love Coco, Teezo.
Teezo, I did not reach out personally. I'm kind of funny with men, but I was like, me and my sister put me on Teezo, and super big fan of his work. And I had the label reach out because I'm just kind of funny with men. But when he sent it back, I just had them reach out on some like, if, maybe, possibly, hopefully. And when they told me he was down to do it, I straight DM him like, thank you so much. Like everybody I spoke to personally. I'll say that, yeah.
Big Mama was the first single off this project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, yeah, because like Put on the Floor and Sunday Service was like bonus songs on it.
Talk about putting this record together, the idea, the whole thing, and then let's play it.
Yeah, I love the fact that it showcases two different sides of me in one song. I think it was hard to choose a single for the project because I'm so like, but you gotta listen to the body. Like they telling me choose a focus song. I'm like, but you gotta listen to the body, you know? So I was like, okay, this the best one because it shows the versatility in the song. It wasn't too much of this or too much of that.
So you did in some ways have to make sure motherfuckers heard these raps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you
baby.
definitely
I'm
had to be like,
I'm pushing P, like pen to pad, like, you feel me? All day, every day.
On Look What You Did,
Mm-hmm.
in the, I guess the
I
second
love
verse,
Look What You
last
Did.
verse. I don't know if it's 3 verses or 2, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely put dudes and girls up on some game that I think is very important and needs to be kind of focused on,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you basically say like a real dude is somebody who's going to help you improve and want to improve
Mm-hmm.
things for you
Mm-hmm.
and with you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Versus kind of some of the fake scenarios where dudes
Yeah.
is fronting and lying and cheating and going,
Mm-hmm.
like that's not a real situation.
Mm-hmm.
Expound on that, because it's saying that the song is really like you talking about your love situation right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Like I said, this whole project is about my last 2 years, like where I'm at right now, and I feel like I found someone who uplifts me as a person. I think our generation, we love the Birkin bags and the cars on the birthday. What you gonna do for my birthday? But at the end of the day, it's really about finding your person that like uplifts you, makes you a better person, and supports you. And me and Mariah was both in that situation. Like we called each other like, bitch, like I think I'm out the game. Like, look what you did. Like, nigga, look what you did to me. And I was saying, like I could be a player, but that ain't even my vibe. Like I really met someone that make me want to be my soft self. And it's like when you such a Capricorn women, I think we are very masculine in a way. So it was very special to find someone that make you kind of want to be submissive.
Be safe.
Yeah.
And you feel safe being that way.
Yeah.
Did you know you needed that before you met this person?
No. I think I'm very stubborn, my way or the highway. So I think it really made me a better person, and I think it shows in the music too.
So, assuming the internet's correct about who the person is, do you guys look? I appreciate that y'all keep y'all business to yourselves. Like I'm for it, and that it's not for promo. But is that? Do you guys enjoy that part of it too? Of like, because some people hate having to be private. Some people love being private. Mm-hmm. Where are y'all at with it?
The internet don't know a goddamn thing. Let's start there. But I like being private. I think it ain't really nobody business. Like listen to the music and you'll know what you need to know.
Right. Was it hard to write these songs about your personal love life?
When other people in the studio, yeah, because I get to feeling like a simp, and I'm so not a simp.
But you just said it's okay that you found somebody that you can be that with, right?
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Gotta let that ego go, man.
Yeah, let that ego go. Like really letting my pride down was such a task. But yeah, I think it wasn't hard when I can be in that element like fully. Like if I'm sitting in the studio and really just writing my thoughts out. But like when somebody right there, I feel like a sucker.
I've always appreciated our convos.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple now. And I knew you was going to be around for a while because I wasn't a big fan of one of your first big singles.
Big Energy.
Big Energy. I was like, what is this shit? And we sat down and you was like, look, I appreciate that. Like you was very appreciative. You wasn't defensive. And it wasn't even like you agreed. You was just like, look, everybody entitled to their opinion. Like whatever.
Yeah.
That as well as even when you transition your name and understanding how people, you was like, well, that's what they called me when I was a kid, but I get where
y'all coming from.
It's cool. Mm-hmm. Boom, moving on. Like, I was like, oh, nah, she gonna be all right.
You can't have like yes men like around you. I think so many people get around me and just gas me up. So I appreciated the honesty for real. Like I don't like having yes men around me. That's why like everybody you see around me, they like that's my real brother. Them my real people I grew up with. Like I don't want nobody gassing me up 24/7. Like how you gonna make me the best version of myself if you just pretending like everything is gold? That's not even possible.
Now, in the state of things today, it's always controversy. It's always somebody got beef, right? Beef. And as outsiders to it, I see the fans often talking, oh, it must be a rollout. Oh, they beefing because they want boom, boom, boom. In your estimation, how much of it is people using each other to just start a story, and how much of it is really people that don't like each other or have had some sort of run-in?
Like if I was to put like a ratio on it,
Yeah.
I would say like 80-20, 20 being real issues.
So most of the shit we see is people trying to get a promo moment, get a post, get a...
I think it's very like centered around rollouts and centered around fan pages and blog driven type shit. In reality, don't nobody got no real smoke.
Now, are you exhausted by it? What's your true feelings about...
I'm exhausted for real. Like I'm so over the beef. Like I'm gonna put this out there. Latto don't got no problem with nobody. I'm so over the beef. Like I feel like life is too good right now. What did I say earlier? High vibrations only. Like dead ass high vibrations only. Like that shit too low vibrational for me. Like life too good.
At the same time, when you say lines like ice, when ice melt, it's just gonna be water.
But that's not beef though. That's art to me. I like that ass.
But aren't people gonna say you talking about somebody when you say that? Or there's another line on the album where you say somebody face look old or something. They gonna think you talk. But
I think art is up for interpretation, and that's the beauty of it. It's like, but
in real life, it ain't.
In real life, it ain't no beef.
Now, as an MC who is willing when anybody wants to talk, how do you? And I think some of that gets lost too, where some of it is just rappers rapping and talking shit and saying slick shit just to be saying slick shit. Do you enjoy that part of it?
I do. That's why I'm saying like it's art to me. It's like I enjoy how can you express yourself through music and what beat are you gonna choose to say it on and what's the cadence of your flow. Like I think that's the art of it.
And how am I gonna be better than the next one?
I mean,
because that's part of the listen. Whether we like it or not, it's always been part of hip hop. Like it's always been the MC gonna get up there and say, "I'm better than this person. I'm better than this person. I got more than this person, and I'm the best."
Yeah.
And the next person gonna come up and say, "No, the fuck you not. I got this. You ain't got this." You know what I'm saying? That's always been in there.
Yeah, I think you just I be trying to outdo myself. Like I better myself, and then just naturally, I be better than other people.
You and Megan Thee Stallion, Squeeze. Tell us about Squeeze.
Squeeze was so with the big energy success, I didn't want to just like run away from that like pop fan base that I had built. So I wanted to like incorporate some of that without it sounding like too poppy, because I don't think that's where I'm rooted. Like I come from a rap competition show. I think it's very clear, very evident that I'm a rapper first. So I wanted this project to be that, but at the same time not run from, progress that I've made in other areas, because I'm super blessed. Like big energy, I'm going to be rich forever off of that alone. So.
It always feels like when there's a hot female rapper, there's this like express train to try to make them a pop star.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Versus with the guys, they get to make mixtapes and do their thing.
Yeah.
Is that the interest, do you think, of the artists, the women, they want to be that big? Or is it the industry that's like, nah, we got to get them out there in every way, shape, or form? Or it could be both, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't really speak for everybody. I think for me in the beginning, I will say that was a lot of the label like industry shit. I will say that. I don't think that's where my heart was, but I think. But
you was like, let me play the game.
Let me play the game, and it opened doors and paid bills. So what's the harm in it? I think you just can't get lost in it. I think you gotta like keep a distinction between yourself and like you gotta play the game at the same time. So
I feel it's clear musically too, the difference between the last two albums too. Like
really?
I think so.
Thank you.
I don't know. Do you think it's...
I take that as a compliment, because this album was like just me and my team in the studio, not really like nobody from the label. Not really like, no, there was nobody from the label like in the process. This is me.
This is how I feel.
This is me walking in the studio telling them, I want to talk about this. I want to make a song about this. What beats do you have? And then I even was like learning like, oh, take the hi-hats out and like turn the bass up and like, I know a little one too. Yeah. Next album, I'm producing some shit on my own.
Are you gonna do a beat?
Yes.
You gonna get on the machine?
Yes.
What you gonna get?
Yeah.
Have you seen a machine that you would like to learn?
I watched them on what's the Fruity Loop shit.
Okay.
I know that's like rookie.
No. They got FL Studio. You could take Fruity Loops and turn it. There's people
it
who
up.
live on that. Like that's their thing.
I just don't want the.
But there's Ableton and there's Logic.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's the MPC.
Yeah. I don't know all the words yet, but next album, that's my next endeavor.
So we're gonna hold you to this. Those of us that, want to see this happen. Because there isn't a lot of women, and we love to see more women making beats and producing and engineering. Like, it's
Yeah, I think I only been in the studio with one female producer. No, two. Tasha Couture, Wonder Girl.
Yeah, Wonder Girl. She's out there. Especially you take a couple classes, you learn from some people.
Yeah, and then like when you do this shit, you gotta stay inspired. Like I feel like I can rap, and I hope everybody know I can rap by now. Like that's not gonna be fun forever, Like I'm trying to sing, I'm trying to be more vulnerable, I'm trying to pop. I think my next little fun thing to attack would be production.
Straight beats.
Yeah.
If you had like everybody got their little stamp.
Mm-hmm. Like they little tag?
Yeah, your little tag. What was
Ooh, oh my gosh. I know I don't want to say it. I think it's so cool when other people have their shit. Like on the skits on the album, I was like, I'm not saying none of the skits. I just want to like choose some fire shit. I probably have like my sister say something. I don't know.
All right. Well, we're gonna be looking.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be judging.
Okay, let me send you some. Maybe you can make my tag.
Nah, you see, you're gonna have me caught up now. The fan bases and the stands of this one and that one gonna be on my heels. I already got beef on the internets anyway.
You do for real?
I mean, this one disliked me yesterday and now they love me tomorrow. And it's always be something. People who don't like you, they gonna be on my heels. Why you sat with her? You supposed to be cool with so-and-so.
Listen, Latto don't want to be in none of that shit. I swear.
You already in it, fam.
I'm not though. I'm not.
No, I mean on the internet, not in real life.
But I'm not.
That you not.
I'm not. Y'all could, he say, she say is one thing. Reality is another. I'm not in nothing.
Is this shit really like high school out here though? Like where it's like people pick sides because they, I don't know, feel like they have to or something?
Yeah. I think it's definitely like you feel like you have to, but then all it take is like me, anytime you see me linking up with the girlies, it's shots, it's fun, it's twerking, it's high energy, you know what I'm saying? So I think all it takes is them seeing us linking a couple times and it's like, that shit gonna start to fade away. Cause what about these niggas? They be, who team is he and who he fuck with, who he don't fuck.
Nobody don't care.
Nobody care.
As long as we get money.
Nobody care. We all here to get money. It's so many lanes and so many styles, so many like, that shit for the birds.
You say on the album too, like it's hard to like, cause when you work anywhere, you don't like everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's anybody at any job that they like. Everybody get along, but you come to work to do the best you can, and to get by and whatever.
Yeah,
and that takes work. It's hard. You have a line on the album. You're like, yo, it's tough to do all this. What do you say? It's tough to get along with all these rappers because I'm not a good actress.
I'm not a good actress. On Georgia Peach, I said, I ain't an actress. Man, listen, if you like everybody or everybody like you, something wrong.
Right.
Bitches be weird, but that don't mean that, I'm gonna take away from what they got going on or their talent. Like I think everybody doing their damn thing in their own lane, and the art is the art, and then like the drama and the made up like internet shit is another thing. That shit ain't nothing at the end of the day. We all getting this money. And it ain't like when we see each other, it's gonna be like, what we gonna do? Yeah. Like, put on boxing gloves? Like, come on, man. We gonna draw down on each other?
None of it's happening.
It ain't real life. It ain't real life. But it can be.
You see? You could have just left it alone.
I'm just playing for y'all.
Sugar Honey Iced Tea. How should we close out? We gotta play Blick some.
Gotta play Blick song. Blick song was like, I made that in LA. Turn.
Yeah, you sound turnt on this.
Turn.
I was like, oh, that's what turns her on? Okay.
That gangster shit, it turned me on.
Yeah, okay.
That tutu ain't gonna do that 90 give me on my thumb.
Right. Right, okay. Let's play that. And then what else should we play?
I think we should play
Shout out to the Copper Cove.
Ooh, I love Copper Cove. Damn.
You got a lot
You
of
just
good
fucked
records
me
on
up. I think I want to play Prized Possession with Teezo. That was one of the songs where I went in there with like a story for the day. Like I was like, y'all, this was going on and da da da, and it was like, let's turn this into a song. Like you got to talk about it. And I was like, it's like the nigga think he own me, like. But it's like at the same time, I'm his prized possession. Like it's not even like a bad thing that he think that. So it's like prized possession.
At the same time, I don't like it.
But at the same time, I don't like it. It's like in one of them songs I said, he know how to control me, but don't ever control me. Like that's the like I think like men, they will like want to put you up. But then it's like at the same time, like, baby, I'm not a possession. But it's like, but baby, I'm your prized possession though, baby. I mean, you my prized possession though, baby. Like, if you listen to the song, you'll get like
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the album art. Because I love those kind of car washes.
Yes. So I think I was very keen on it being like a mood. I wanted you to like look at the cover and feel an emotion or like understand the setting, like pick up what I'm putting down. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So I wanted it to be like Atlanta. I used to like go outside and help my daddy hand wash his like old school cars and stuff. So it feel like nostalgic to me. I think if it reads Atlanta, and it's like simplicity is like my thing. Mm-hmm. I feel like it says so much without even, it's kind of like just capturing me in my element, like capturing that Atlanta Southside bitch in her element.
The trailer was on that point. The album was on the same. So I'm glad you made it to your third project.
Yes.
Musically, I think people are going to be, if you haven't listened to it, I think people are going to be very happy about it.
I think they're going to be shocked too.
I really do hope that people get the
direction?
Deeper than the direction, but like you said, the mood, I think. Like the fact that this is a very complete thought of a project. Mm-hmm. And that's something that I think doesn't get talked about enough or appreciated enough, how hard it is to, because I'm sure you made tons of records, how hard it is to narrow it down and like actually be like, no. This is this project. Everything don't fit. And that's a skill.
That's when you making a project though. Like it was so many good songs. Like I made so many good songs, but they might not have all fit in this time.
Her name is Latto, if you didn't know, and we really appreciate you supporting Apple Music and the radio shows and coming by and all the things.
You know, I got mad love for Apple Music.
And also, and most importantly, making great music and making an effort to contribute to this shit in a real way. It's much appreciated.
Thank you.